catch up in the building with Grand Ronde.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're talking the other side. The mic. Turn the mic around. There it is.
Hello?
Still waiting though. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we're experiencing some technical difficulties. We'll be here with the mayor momentarily.
Hello? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so I will be quick because nobody here wants to hear a long speech. We want to get into this beautiful river at Poets Beach. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the official, I won't call this a kickoff, I'll call this a swim-off at Poets Beach. This is a vision many years in the making. And it's an exciting day for me. It's an exciting day for my colleagues. I want to first acknowledge that the fun we're having today builds on the shoulders of many, many people over a period of many years who saw the vision for this beach. What we're doing today is more than just taking a pleasant swim, although I see it as that as well. This is really an acknowledgement that we have for too long been a community adjacent to the river. For too long, this river has been a dividing line between east and west. And if you look out in this river, it could be so much more interesting in terms of access, in terms of recreation, in terms of the kinds of things that could be taking place in this river. Active watercraft, swimmers, people sailing, people floating, people enjoying it, people coming together from all portions of this community to enjoy our river. So we've become a people adjacent to the river. I want us to become a people of the river. And historically that was the case. For many, many millennia, the people who lived on the banks of this river literally derived their sustenance from it. It was central to who they were as a people and central. Hello? Oh, okay. I'm just not loud enough. Usually I hear the opposite. So we are going to become a people of the river again. Former Mayor Vera Katz started the river renaissance when she called for the construction of the East Bank Esplanade. We're taking that river renaissance to a whole new level, and it starts here today with the opening of Poets Beach. I want to thank Willie Levenson, who's going to speak in just a minute, for his tireless advocacy. I want to thank the Grand Ronde, and we're going to hear from a representative of the Grand Ronde. And I want to thank all of the people in this community who've worked so hard to make this vision a reality. I want to conclude with this on a personal note. People say, Ted, why do you care so much about the river? In addition to believing that it could be a vibrant, central, equitably accessible component of a deep and rich community, this is important to me because I was reminded not long ago when there was a photograph of me dripping coming out of the river. My mom actually swam all the way across the Wilamette River in the 1930s as a small child with her grandfather. Her grandfather swam in the Willamette River almost every single day in the 1920s and the 1930s. He died in the 40s. He was a charter member of the Portland Rowing Club. So he spent a lot of time rowing, swimming, and being part of the river. At the time, people said he was crazy because the river really was polluted. It's not anymore. We've spent $1 billion on the Big Pipe project, and our work here today is an acknowledgement that that investment by prior generations of community members and elected officials has paid off. So I'm excited about this. It's my opportunity. I believe I'm in Mike, are you saying a few words? I want to thank the Portland Parks and Recreation. I want to thank the AMR lifeguards. Folks, if you're down here swimming, pay attention to the lifeguards. Safety is absolutely paramount. And then Willie, I guess I'm turning this over to you to kick us off.
much, Mayor Wheeler, for your leadership. Let's hear it from Mayor Wheeler. So, just again, some very brief comments. Big thanks to Mike Abate, director of Very Short program today. I'm honored that I have a chance to speak, and obviously it's a reflection of how little time we have. Say something. But just a very quick background on the background of how this Poets Beach thing kind of happened in terms of the artwork component. I had an opportunity to interface with a program called Honoring Our Rivers, which has brought children's poetry to the Wilamette River watershed at that time for 15 years. My wife and I judged the artwork, and I was really impressed by how expressive these kids were. And it occurred to me, if this program was not here, how would these kids have this platform to say these really powerful things that are on their minds? So as we were going through the project, Pete Andrisco, who initially the project was just cutting 2 10-foot sections of rock over there and making the path. He said, hey, you need signage for this project? I thought, well, you know, I don't know. And then we had this idea, what if we engraved children's poetry on these rocks? And we said, how much would this cost Pete? He came up with the numbers, so that's not going to work. And then Pete said, you know what, we're going to figure this out. Pete was the hero of this project to bring the art component to Poets Beach. We reached out to Honoring Our Rivers. They were this great vetted source that had 15 years of poetry. They selected 30 pieces of poetry. Then, in the same way that Human Access Project feels that Portland is thirsty for a relationship with the Willamette River and doesn't realize it, we are thirsty for a relationship with the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. The history of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde, who had Indian villages on either side of the river. Every other Northwest city has a Native American footprint. So the Confederated Tribes are able to provide us 11 Chinook Wawa words, so we have an opportunity to learn 11 Chinook Wawa words with the phonetic English. We can walk away and learn a little more about the tribes. So thanks again to everybody. I've been really inspired by the cooperation and knowing that when you have a clear idea of what you want to have done, Bureau of Environmental Services, parks, planning, mayor's office, everyone's come together, and it's been beautiful to watch. And that's what it takes, is trusting, collaborative relationships to make really special things happen. So big thanks to everyone here who had touched this in some ways. And it's my honor to present Greg Archuleta from the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde.
On behalf of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde, I'm very happy to be here today in our ancestral homelands. This area here was the traditional homelands for the Chinookan people, including the Oregon City Tumwater Chinooks, the Clackamas, the Macnomas, the Huatlalas along the Columbia River, and then the Tualatin Kalapuya. So it's been great to be a part of this, working and providing some of our language for the rock engravings. We've had a great partnership working with the City of Portland, Mayor Wheeler, Portland Parks, and many other partners, the Willie's Group, Willamette Partnership also. And what we wanted to do is just say, you know, that the tribe has been a partner in many of these things to help improve the water quality here on the Willamette River, in the fisheries enhancement and wildlife enhancement that benefits our traditional foods and resources such as the salmon and steelhead sturgeon and our wapato, the iskakwa, the eel. So it not only benefits our tribe, but everybody that lives here along the river and is a part of the community here. So we just wanted to say many thanks for being here with us today and being a partner in this venture here. Ayumasi.
If you want to get wet, this is your chance. If you don't want to get wet, you're going to get run over.
Oh, you want to be honest?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I think we should have somebody else. You know what? Mike Abate, where's Mike at? Mike's not even going to be able to get in the water today. I want to jump in. So, where's Mike? Where'd Mike Abate go?
He's over there.
Mike, can you please count us in, possibly? I selfishly want to jump in the water. I can't bear watching people go in and not be a part of it.
Mike, over here. Stand right here.
This is going to be a sprint, right? I'm going to get out of the way. Okay, swim on the count of 3. Wait.
We got more coming?
All right, we got a lot of party souls here. This is great. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Swim. Go! AMR lifeguard on the paddleboard. Everybody safe?